Start. All right. Now we're going to the moon and back, baby. Now we are actually recording. Woo! Here we go. Here we go. And my technological skills, they are definitely, coming through the screen. But I do this from Podbean. So if you're on Podbean, get on there and jump in my chat. You can get in there that way. If anyone else out there who's got who's got the balls to type in my chat, do it. Type in there and let's see it. This is how it's going to start, and we're going to, it's going to grow. You're going to build some steam, and then we're going to get fired up together. All right. But so the name of the podcast, this show did not go out the way I intended. I wanted it to be Laughing with Brandon, the beginning. That's what I wanted it to be, and things don't always turn out as you intend. As you set your course to, they don't always go the way you plan. Plans are a funny thing. Have you ever heard you want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans. That's how it is in life. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do this in a year from now. I'm going to be doing that. Whatever my trajectory is going here, and it's never what you plan for. It's never what you expect, So I will start. I'm going to get this rolling. So it's like, I will start calling people out and say, hey, thank you, subscriber. Yeah. You're awesome. And everybody starts somewhere. Some people have that leg up where they're just kick ass and they can just run with it and they're awesome to the core. And then you got guys like me, wanna be players. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but I got desires. I got ambition. I got, it all coursing through my veins, Yes, the name of this podcast is Poot. It's the only word that could push it through. Those fiber optic cables of the internet. Did you all know this? There's so many weird things that are out there that I question. I always thought the internet was going up in the sky and that's how things are traveling so fast overseas. But did you all realize and know that the internet that communicates from us to China or across the seas, there's actual cables in the sea, in the ocean? This might be common knowledge to many people out there, but it wasn't to me. And I got a lot of other things like conspiracy theories, are really, I guess I do got to tone it down. My wife says that I scream and I don't want to be a screamer. There sometimes is screaming, and I think I just got to calm down, and just settle down, know my place, know my role, but there's so many things I just want to say, but it blows me away that our internet is running through cables in the sea, that's a real thing. Look it up. It's actually out there that's happening. Those cables, that is insane to me. And why I'm on the topic of the sea, this is a conspiratorial theory of mine. It's actually just something that blew me away for the longest time when and I've voiced this before, but when you're in the ocean and people, you go so far down deep into the ocean, and then people say the tragedies that happen, recently, or probably been over a year now, but the person, that team or that group going down into the Titanic, and then they died because something went out, and but the reason I'm even bringing this up is I always thought when you go that far down deep into the ocean, it's because of pressure, as in the gravitational pull, or I couldn't explain it, but the way that it's been described to me now, and it's just it's blown my mind away. People say that it's when you're that far down in the ocean, it's because so much water is on top of you. To me, that doesn't make any sense at all. And I might be just slow to the party on that. I just do not get that at all. I always thought it had to do with you're closer to the center of the earth kind of thing. And gravity's pulling us down. Maybe it's you get down closer, it kind of squeezes you or something. I don't know. That might be stupid. It might be stupid, and I don't care. But there's so many things in our heads that we don't know. And if we don't vocalize them, if we don't say them out loud, we won't know how stupid we sound. We won't, unless someone corrects us and tells us differently, we won't know any different. I do have other conspiracy theories. One of the weirdest one, and you can always classify your conspiracy theories, and you can put it in a percentage, or a probability of it being correct, And this one, I would give it like a 0.00001% chance of being right. And I don't even know if I have the cojones to even voice it out loud exactly what my theory is. But it's just one of those weird ones. It has to do with traffic lights. Traffic lights, I don't even know if I really want to get into it. I don't know if I'm there yet. I don't know if I'm ready to come out and share that one. That one is almost like on my deathbed kind of thing, and bring up traffic lights. I don't know. Sure, maybe I'll table that one, put that one on the back burner, and we can talk about that one later. If anyone's out there, whoever comes across me and says, "What did you mean by traffic lights? What are you talking about?" Bring it up, So this is for the close-knit, the people I love the most that are there listening and watching, that are with me in this journey, and I'm with you in your journey as much as I can be. I want to be as much as possible. But I wanted to get into sharing a couple things, and it kind of completely derailed it when I by the whole description that I had to select poot instead of what I wanted. I wanted it to be laughing with Brandon, and I'm going to try to keep this as concise as possible, because for some reason my throat, I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's because I screamed. There is screaming sometimes. I think that's why you, as an amateur, you got to like kind of learn your place. Why people are able to talk so long. You don't scream, because if you scream, you lose your voice, And but what I wanted to even describe and talk about was this new idea, thought, and what's actually coming down the pike, and what I am going to basically be sharing with the world, with you all, and I am comfortable sharing it with you right now, because whoever's out there listening to this, I feel a connection with you because you are actually listening to this now. So that means something to me. So that itself is really cool. That I feel comfortable sharing with you something. I'm gonna an idea, and I'll probably do this every now and then to share like things I'm going to be doing. But I'm going to be trying something out. Like I've said, I want to develop my skills as a comedian, and I think it's my attraction to comedians, because when you really think about it, public speaking is one thing, but to get in front of people and try to make them laugh, to have that kind of, I don't even know how to describe it, just that you're kind of like on a date. You're trying to like figure out like what they like, what you can bring to the relationship in a short window of time, strangers you do not know at all. And to have that comfortability, that confidence to get in front of people and try to make them laugh. Like, there's the great comedians that are out there. And I'm not saying I'm going to become a great comedian, but I want to almost put myself into that fire so that I come out knowing what they're going through, maybe come out funny. Who knows? But having that experience and having that just constant refinement that I'm going to get better. And because that itself is going to be tough, because it's like it's one thing being on a screen and doing this and talking to people. I think there's a different side of it. If you're actually in front of a group of people, there's a complete difference there. And then also getting in front of people to try to make them laugh. I'm gonna spill the beans. So I'm gonna start creating a video. There's gonna be the first one that will be coming out, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna divulge everything. There might not. So that might not. It might be like, well, you gave the punchline, but I'm gonna give the punchline to the people I love and care the most, the people that are listening right now. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to lay it all out, because I'm just like talking. So you're getting breaking news right here. Breaking news. All right. So I'm going to develop like kind of like a segment, or just one of my shows that's going to be focused on, it's going to be called Laughing with Brandon, and you could say this is the Arthur Fleck. No one else, laughs, or whatever. And it's just, but he still has the courage to get up there, and he wants to make people happy. So maybe that's going to be me. Maybe nobody's going to laugh, but maybe people might, get a thrill up their leg. Who knows? So my goal is I'm going to start my first episode basically is going to be family. I'm going to, with the people I am the closest in my life, I'm going to, basically there's going to be a structure to it. It's going to be, if I can make someone laugh, I walk away with confidence, a boost. If I can't make them laugh, and it's going to be 5 rounds of a minute apiece, and so it's going to be 5 minutes. If I cannot make them laugh in 5 minutes, a laugh, a chuckle, anything, I have to pay them $100. $100. So that is going to entail me going to the bank, not yet taking out a loan, but it might come to that, taking out a loan. It's going to me going to the bank, and I'm going to basically transfer out, whatever it's called. I haven't even been to the bank forever. I don't go to the bank. I don't even carry cash, but I'm going to have to start carrying cash. So I'm going to have to withdraw. That's the word. Withdraw some money, some cash. And this is just the number I'm thinking of right now. So and you're like, so my first people I'm going to battle with, it's going to be a battle, you battle in the jungle, and I'm going to get on there and I'm going to try to make them laugh, and I'm going to start with my wife, then my kids, then my parents, then my brother, and all this stuff is just out there. I'm divulging some information. Contracts haven't been written and everything, so dealings that have to take place. But that's my goal. This is my trajectory. Always plans can change, like we talked about. And I'm going to have a pathway that I'm going to go to. Family and my closest people first. Basically, I'm coming in cold. Never done this, and I'm going to see what happens. Can I do anything? Can I get a chuckle out of the people I know the most? Or will that be the toughest thing? Will that be hard in itself? Then after I've done that, this will probably go into the next episode. This is what I'm thinking out loud, is I will start going to regular random people, and see if I can make them laugh. And if I can't, they get $100. That's the goal. That's the goal of what I want to come to. So you've heard it firsthand, laughing with Brandon. This is the beginning. The people that are the closest to me, that I feel most in touch with, you all. You heard it first. So I had to get that off my chest. I had to share that, Get it. Hey, and eventually I keep doing this because it's on this screen. It's right here. I'm going, I want to get chats coming down, I'm going to get that set up, so that more come through, and if you're out there, you start small, and we're going to, get big, I also wanted to share another thing. I wanted to just ask you all, what do you all think about Kick? And I don't know if many people out there even are familiar with Kick or on there using it, but it's another platform that I'm interested in getting on there. Like Twitch is primarily gaming, but people don't just do gaming on those platforms. You have the option to do other stuff. So I want to get to where I am reaching as much and as many people as possible. And as I go along the way, getting better each time, striving to get better. You all be the judge whether I am or not. But the connection just went. It said poor, but it in my viewpoint, it looked like it said poot, but it said poor. But it's back to excellent. We're back to excellent. Do everything with excellence. Everything with excellence. So really, that's the main thing I wanted to even talk about and bring up and share. So we'll keep it short and sweet for this time. And I know the podcast itself didn't go as long as I'd liked. I wanted to start earlier, but it didn't. So we'll leave it there. Have a wonderful one, and peace out.